Did Texas get exposed? Is Alabama falling off? Who's the ruler of the Rural Death Valley? Is Utah officially back? Did the Baylor Bears get overhyped? And which coach is already on the hot seat? This is Jmorrow Podcast. 9-3 Alabama should not be in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. Go Devils. Alright. Forks up. 2024 Big 12 title game. Utah versus Baylor. Welcome in to the Jmorrow Podcast. I'm your host, Jmorrow. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Now listen, we've got a lot of things to cover today. We're going to start off with the first one, right? First and obvious one. Did Texas get exposed? I genuinely think they may have. I only say that because you come in here with all this hype about Arch and everything else. Arch Manning is going to be the savior of UT. That's going to be the guy that finally gets him over the hump. And nothing about it, nothing that he showed me really was like, yes, this is the guy. You know what I'm saying? Nothing showed me is like, yep, he's the one that's going to take Texas to the promised land. Now, granted, my family did bring up a good point. A very good point, actually. Their old line was atrocious. It really was. And I hate. Listen, I'll be the first one to say. I mean, hell, wearing an A&M hat. I do not like the Texas Longhorns. But I'm willing to call a spade, right? I really think that they need to get better. I really think they need to get better offensive line wise. Because without an offensive line, we all know, you can't really do anything with that. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I mean, right? So Ohio State on defense had one sack, right? But they were in his face all game long. And I mean, a perfect example, right? Arch Manning, here's his stats. 17 of 30 for only 170 and one tud with an interception. Right? I said they were just in his face all game long. And you really need that protection, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have the protection, I mean, you're going to be SOL. It's that simple. So I think I need to see more out of Arch. I still am under the impression that he's getting overhyped a little bit. But I do believe that if the offensive line gets not beefed up, but like better, that they're going to be all right. They're still going to be good. It's also week 1. A little bit of overreaction here. Was that Pat McAfee calls it Overreaction Monday. That's the one right there. That's the one. Overreaction Monday. That's what we're going with. But yeah, I think they got exposed a little bit. I mean, Texas' defense looked solid. They did. Texas' defense looked solid. I just think that the offensive line needs work. And I still think Arch Manning is a little overrated because of his last name. But that's just me personally, right? This is my personal opinion. Coming up next, that Alabama game. Man, it was rough. But first, a word from our amazing sponsor.
Spring is just around the corner, folks. And here at the Rousey Seed Company, we're all about spreading love.
And maybe a little pollination.
Ben, this isn't a science class.
Oh, come on, John. Birds, bees, geraniums.
We don't know what he's talking about. But the geraniums make the perfect gift. No bees involved.
Just bright, beautiful flowers and maybe a little romance if you're lucky.
Right. No stingers, no mess, just top quality flowers.
So this spring, go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
All right. Second topic of the Jmorrow Podcast today. Did Alabama fall off? Me personally, I think they did. And they're going to see later in a later segment on this show. It's bad. It's bad. I mean, you go in and either Alabama is really bad or Florida State's back. There's no in between here. But I mean, Alabama just went into Florida State and absolutely got mollywopped. Like they did. It was so bad. I watched that game and I was like, this Alabama's gonna blow them out the water. There's no way Florida State has a chance. Then they kicked off. And I was watching it, and then I went, oh, no. Oh, no. And, boy, I'll tell you what. For a quarterback to get benched somewhere, get benched at a group of 5, and then transfer into a Power 4 conference, get the starting job, that Tommy Castellanos kid, he's going to be a problem. He's going to be from what I saw on Saturday, that boy is going to be a problem. Simple as that. He is going to be a problem. Now, granted, did he play great? I mean, he didn't throw the ball very much. He's only 9 of 14, 152 yards. But Florida State's run game, they were running over Bama. But like they were running over him, but like methodically. It was like, I mean, Tommy Castellanos, he can get out and run. I mean, he was the leading rusher, 16 carries, 78 yards, and a tud. That boy can get out and run. And I don't know if this is me just being strange or whatever, but is Ty Simpson the answer in Alabama? Let's be honest here. Is Ty Simpson right now the answer for Alabama to get back into everything? Because, I mean, he was 23-43, 254 yards and 2 tuds. But if you ask me just based off what happened in the game, if you just ask me straight up, how many stats you thought he had, just eyeball test, I would tell you less. Because I don't think, like, oh my gosh, that was a horrible showing. That was a horrible showing. I mean, it was bad. I mean, Jeremy Bernard, leading receiver, that was Simpson's guy. 8 catches, 156 yards. I mean, that was, or not 146 yards. That was his guy. That was the one where he said, I need him, which is surprising to me because all offseason, we heard a lot of last year and a lot of the offseason is Ryan Williams is going to be a step up. He's going to be the guy. Dude, that was 17 last year. He's going to be the guy. But no. Ryan Williams, 5 catches, 30 yards. Longest one was 11. So I think it was. He's going to be a problem. Or not a problem, but that Jeremy Bernard was the guy. He was. It's simple as that. He was the guy. Also, I mean, Alabama's defense wasn't great either, One sack, 3 tackles for loss. Florida State's defense was giving them hell, too. They're giving them hell. The pass rush, They have 3 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. That's another team that I think their old line's gonna have to get it together. You can't have 3 sacks and 7 tackles for losses. You just can't have that. So I genuinely think that's another team that's gotta get their SEC powerhouse offensive line. Gotta get them together. You can't be doing that. You gotta get it together. You cannot be doing that. Yeah. Not be doing that. Also, the field goal kicker for Bama. He's 1 for 2, hit a 40-yarder. Not bad, you know. But are we starting to fall back into the Bama's notorious for bad kickers range? I'm not saying that's the case, but it may possibly be. Regardless, I think we're back to Bama's got to get. I think Bama needs to start another quarterback and needs offensive line to get better. Once they figure those two out, I think they'll be all right. But also, everything about Bama just has to get better. I think it was a dumb. I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, is this really happening? This could not be real to me." It was insane. I was like, "What is happening right now?" So, I think that we're gonna get together. All right, moving on. We got LSU versus Clemson. This game should have been my game of the week. It came down to literally the last play. I wish I was joking. This came down to the last play. You started the first half, and I'm thinking Clemson's about to run away with this. It's going to be another week 1 loss for LSU. Going in the locker room down 10-0. I was like, oh my gosh. This team, man, I thought it was over with. They're going to the locker room. Down 10. Oh, it was 10-3, not 10-0. I'm sorry. They're going to the locker room down that much. I'm like, ooh, this isn't gonna be good. And I'm thinking, here it is. The LSU can't win week 1. Here we go again. And then Garrett Nussmeier comes out and has the game of his life. And it's like Clemson's defense just really, they were there, but third quarter they really weren't, and then got down, and LSU's defense figured it out, and it was the end of it. That second half, Clemson's offense could not move the ball until late in the fourth, and now I'm convinced that was because LSU was playing a close-up prevent. Then once they got down close to the end zone, that's when they tightened everybody back up. I didn't see that for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Nussmeier, he carved those boys up. He did. He carved them up. He has 28-38, 230 yards and a tud. But realistically, think about it, could have been 2 duds the way they were running them. That rushing yard, that rushing tud, huge. I think LSU's a problem. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I think LSU is a problem. I don't know. I also was I wanted to see Brian Wesco pop off a little bit. I was looking forward to it. It just seemed like they locked him down, especially second half. Locked him down. I mean, Cade clubbed it total 19 of 38, 230 yards, and a pick. No tuds, a pick. It's not great. And all the people that were saying, Cade clubbed next to Heisman. Cade clubbed next to Heisman. Just give him the award now. You still thinking that? I'm not thinking it. I'm not thinking it one bit. I'm thinking to prove it. I honestly see Garrett Nussmeier being more of a Heisman than Cade Klubnik right now. I think so. I think so. I think so. Also, but one thing that could have been an issue for LSU, right? That I thought was going to play more of a factor than it did. Those fumbles. That was bad. I mean, it's 2 fumbles, but still, losing a turnover battle is never good when it comes to winning a game. Speaking of never good, that call, that play where I forget his name, but that play where old buddy goes across the pylon and then when he lands, it comes out, and they call that a no tud. Oh, I was over here losing my mind. Why were the SEC refs for a lot of these games so bad this weekend? Like I get it. I get it's week 1 and everybody's got to get right back in the rhythm. But oh my gosh, that was so bad. That was so bad. I mean, blatant face mask in the Baylor game. Blatant. I'm talking. Oh, buddy, grabbed the bottom of his helmet, bottom of his face mask, and decapitated him. No flag. Face mask. Nothing. Now I'll give him props on the following the next play or two. There was a phantom PI call. That was definitely a makeup call. That was 100% a makeup call. Definitely. But I mean, these officials, like, if they were so bad, and listen, I am the one where I feel like I criticize the Big 12 refs the most. I am constantly on their asses. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I feel like I criticize the Big 12 refs the most. It's like anytime there's a Big 12 game, and then the first call they get wrong, or the first call that they screw up, or the first call that they just pull out of their asses, I'm over there like, oh, here we go with these refs. If I know it's a Big 12 crew, and that's in basketball and football and basketball, both of them. This week it was the SEC guys. Aren't y'all supposed to be the elite of the elite? Come on. Pick it up. Get it together. Let's go. Get it together, dude. Come on. Let's go. You're the SEC. You're supposed to be the best. You're the SEC. Let's go. Get it together. I don't know. That's just me. All right, coming up next on the Jmorrow Podcast. Is Utah back? Is Utah all the way back? Coming up next, but one more word from our amazing sponsor.
Spring is just around the corner, folks. And here at the Rousel Seed Company, we're all about spreading love.
And maybe a little pollination.
Ben, this isn't a science class.
Oh, come on, John. Birds, bees, geraniums.
We don't know what he's talking about. But the geraniums make the perfect gift. No bees involved.
Just bright, beautiful flowers and maybe a little romance if you're lucky.
Right. No stingers, no mess, just top quality flowers.
So this spring, go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me. This podcast stuff, it'll wear out your voice. Get my mouth real dry. I don't know how some of these guys go 2, 3, 4 hours and do it. Utah. Can we talk about Utah for a minute? Is Utah back? I mean, they're going to the Rose Bowl. Now, granted, UCLA is not good. They haven't been good for a while. They may never be good again. UCLA is not good. But we can't ignore the fact that Utah put on a fucking clinic. I told myself I wasn't going to cuss as much on this one, but they did. They put on a clinic. Devin Napier, 21 of 25. Outstanding stat line. 206 yards and 2 tuds. He also led the team in rushing with 87 yards. Total rush yards, 286 yards. Total. Oh my god, that's good. Now, is Utah good, or is UCLA just trash? Because here's what I think, right? Listen, Nico Iamaleava, brother. Excuse me. Excuse me. Bless me, thank me, I'm welcome. All right. Nico Iamaleava was 50% on his passing. 11 of 22, 136 yards, 1 tud, and a pick. Not good. Not good. Not good. Also, UCLA's defense had more holes in it than Swiss cheese. If you're able to put up 206 yards passing and 286 yards rushing, you have more holes than Swiss cheese when it comes to defense. They were doing whatever they wanted. Offense and defense. Defense, 4 sacks, 5 tackles for losses. That shouldn't happen. If you got a defense that is worth a damn, that should not happen. It shouldn't. It just shouldn't. It just shouldn't. I mean, I think Devin Napier is a good quarterback. I really do. I mean, 21 for 25, pretty good, right? But I'm also going to pump the brakes a little bit and say Utah's not quite back yet. I don't think they are. I don't think they're quite back yet. I think UCLA is just dog water. So we'll see. We'll see. Who does Utah play to start conference? Ooh, Texas Tech. That's going to be the test. That is going to be the test. Texas Tech and Utah, that's the test. That is when I can say if Utah is going to be back or not, when they go play Tech. I really think that's the one. That is the time where I think we're going to be able to tell if Utah is back or not, is when they go play Texas Tech. Simple. No, yeah, 100%. I agree. Utah was stronger, more physical than UCLA. And also, I mean, UCLA's defense had more holes than Swiss cheese. Welcome into the podcast, Joe. More holes than Swiss cheese. Whenever you put up, what is that? 492 yards of offense. Total offense, run and pass. 206 passing, 286 rushing. That's bad. That's bad. So I really think, yeah. I mean, and UCLA, I mean, to be fair, UCLA was never really that great. You got Nico Iamaleava that was pissed off because Tennessee wasn't paying him enough. He went 11 for 22. And also, he has no offensive line to hide behind whenever, Utah's defense has 4 sacks, 5 tackles for losses. I mean, it's bad. Got more holes than Swiss cheese. Speaking of more holes than Swiss cheese. This is going to pain me. Oh, Baylor. 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 How do we have 420 yards passing and we still lose the game? How does that happen? No, literally. We could. Going into the game, I said on the stream that I do, I said, if we stop the run, we win. If we can stop the run, we win. 100%, hands down, we stop the run, we win. Jackson Arnold, 16 carries, 137 yards. We stopped the run. Starting running back only had 84 yards. But we could not stop Jackson Arnold. We didn't plan for Jackson Arnold. We played for Damari Alston. We planned for Jeremiah Cobb. We got those 2 guys good. Nobody was on Jackson Arnold. And a lot of these, they were designed runs. They were designed quarterback runs. It was the I'm going to stop and act like I'm about to throw and then take off as soon as I see a hole. Oh, it was bad. It was just bad. Sawyer. Oh, bless Sawyer. I love Sawyer Robertson. After last week, yeah, because SMU is another running team. Got another quarterback that can run. It's another running team. I just think, man. And Sawyer Robertson, 27 of 48, 420 yards and 3 tuds. No picks. Played out of his mind. With very little, I think, there's another team, I think offensive line needs help. When he got sacked 4 times and 5 tackles for loss. Man. We couldn't run the ball at all. I mean, hell, our starting running back only had 54 yards on 14 carries, 54 yards. I will say one bright spot out of all of this. Okay. One bright spot out of the entire game. Michael Trigg. Our tight end, Michael Trigg, he is going to be a problem. He is. He just is. Michael Trigg is going to be a problem. I mean, at the end of the game, when we needed the yards, He was the guy we looked to, and he got him for us damn near every time. Michael Trigg is going to be a problem. I think so. I mean, 7 receptions, 99 yards, but I really think that he's our top guy. He is starting tight end. He's gonna be the problem. He's gonna be a problem. Now, also one guy that stood out to me that wasn't really. He definitely could work on the blocking, Joe. I agree with that one. Definitely could work on the blocking, right? The one guy I think that stood out to me is Cole Wilson, number 19, wide receiver. 8 yards, 130, or 8 catches, 134 yards. Longest one was a 57-yarder. Watch out for him, too. I think he could be a problem. All in all, though, Baylor needs help stopping the run. Now, I understand one of our, best defense, probably our best defensive tackle we have gets hurt, and that's a problem. But I think the depth that we need to have needs to be there. For sure. For sure. And there's a lot of people right now that are already on the fire Aranda train. They're already there. I personally do not think we need to go ahead and fire Aranda. Week 1. We're 0-1. We still, hell. Come on, are we serious right now? We're on the fire Aranda train already? Come on. Come on. He turned the program around from 2-4. Finished the season 8-4. Come on. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Also, talking about pump the brakes. Pump the brakes or go ahead and go. Get on out of town. We're going to talk about which coaches are already on the hot seat. Right after, from another word from our beautiful sponsor.
Spring is just around the corner, folks. And here at the Rousel Seed Company, we're all about spreading love.
And maybe a little pollination.
Ben, this isn't a science class.
Oh, come on, John. Birds, bees, geraniums.
We don't know what he's talking about. But the geraniums make the perfect gift. No bees involved.
Just bright, beautiful flowers and maybe a little romance if you're lucky.
Right. No stingers, no mess, just top quality flowers.
So this spring, go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Go see the boys at the Roswell Seed Company. They'll get your gardening stuff up right. Please tell them to send me another commercial. Anywho, final topic for tonight. Which coaches are already on the hot seat? This might be a hot take, but a lot of fans may agree with me on this one. Kalen DeBoer, Alabama. A lot of noise coming out of that camp. A lot of noise coming out of that camp. Alabama and Kalen DeBoer. I don't think his seat is all the way hot. But I think it's getting a little warm. No, not hot seat. But I just think, I think it's an overreaction by the Alabama fans. But this is the one name that I saw come up a lot over the past couple days. Is Kalen DeBoer needs to get gone. Me personally, I don't think that. I really don't. I don't think that. Just like I'm not on the fire Dave Aranda train just yet. Now we start at season 1 and 3. Might change a little bit. Joe Shiesty said they just played kind of scared. They did. They came. You could see it. They came in a little skittish. They didn't understand what was going on. They did play kind of scared. I can agree with that statement. I do. Now, I will say that's really the only coach that I've heard is on the hot seat for real. Kalen DeBoer. I don't think Kalen DeBoer should be. I mean, it may be getting a little warm. Turn the heat warmers on in the car. You know what I'm saying? Turn the seat warmers on that low setting, just enough to get you a little warm in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. If he is, he shouldn't be. Me personal opinion. Because I just think Bama fans are so used to winning all the time. I think they're so used to winning all the time with Saban, and now that Saban's not there and they have something completely different, they're freaking out. I think they're freaking out. I think the sky is falling. Bryant Denny's going to burn to the ground. No. Give this kid some time. This is another thing I don't think a lot of Alabama fans understand. You have to give the coach some time to establish his culture. I think that's what it is. You got to give the coach some time to establish culture, get his systems in, get everybody he needs in. And get settled down, give him some time. I mean, this is probably a bad example, but it's the one that comes to my mind. Aranda at Baylor, his first season, they went 2-10. Next year, they went 12-2, won the conference and the Sugar Bowl. I think everybody just needs to take a chill pill, calm down, settle in, and everything will be fine. All right? Trust the process. As I say all the time, keep the faith. Y'all gonna be all right. Just give it some time. You're gonna be okay. Just give it some time, settle in. Everything will be fine. You know what? Everything may not be fine. Kansas State. Whoa. Kansas State did win, but they only won 38-35 to North Dakota. Now, what's the common rule a lot of coaches have been saying? Don't play any teams with the name Dakota in it. Only winning 38-35. Think they scraped out of that one. Think they scraped out of that one. I do. You want me to describe how everybody else is feeling about Kansas State? Tune into the Big 12 roll call releasing later this week. I appreciate all of y'all coming out today. I do. I really do. Thank you. This is going up on YouTube. I'm going to try to get up on Spotify, but mainly YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Listen, comment something I got right and I got wrong. Let me know. Roast me. I love it. This has been, always will be, the Jmorrow Podcast. 9-3 Alabama should not be in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Go Devils.
Alright.
Forks up. 2024 Big 12 title game. Utah versus Baylor.